Who wants more energy? Of course, who doesn't? In Ayurveda, we call it Balam. So just another word, Sanskrit word for energy. And we have three real actions that energy takes in our body. So prana, tejas, and ojas. So the prana is essentially the way that the air moves around your body and your nervous system. So you could say it's the scouting mission. You know, they send some messages out, see what's going on in the body, scan, you know, send out some surveillance. What can we fix? What's going well? What's not happening? And you know, what can we improve? So that's essentially your vata element, or dosha type, part of your dosha type. And the tejas, that's the action. That's the attack, defend, repair. We need to fix this. We need to get this done. So it's fantastic for pitta people like myself. We've got lots of fire. You know, our bodies can repair themselves quite quickly given the time and the right location and the lifestyle options to do that. Right? If we're constantly on the go, our body doesn't get a chance to do that repair and recover. That's the one for pitta people. That's the one we need to take care of and slow down. I've certainly learned that lesson in the last few years. And ojas, that's your raw energy. You know, how much energy do you have just base ready to go? Ideally, we want maximum vitality. You know, if the idea of a 5-kilometer run or a 10-kilometer walk, it doesn't suit your little reaction that you just had, we need to increase vitality and get some more balam, get some more energy up there. Let's get pumping, because then we can get rid of more toxins and, you know, the body just works at a higher rate, therefore high vibration. Cool, huh? Ojas is also your spiritual and your sexual energy. So, you know, there's the idea of having a partner for some amazing, you know, sexual experiences every day. How does that sit? Right. If there's I don't know if I could do that, we need to increase vitality and increase energy. If that idea sounds beautiful to you, then fantastic, you've got lots of ojas. Let's just check with the tejas and prana and then see if we can get that all into balance, so then you just have balanced energy. You can do whatever you want when you need to, according to what your body needs, which is of course 98% subconscious mind. Kind of helpful to be in harmony with that, right? Yeah, definitely. And here we have just a little diagram of what's going on all the time in the body. Absolutely, you know, nanosecond to nanosecond, every moment. So each tissue minus the toxin, that's the percentage rate or the vibration rate that that particular organ is working at. So for me in the past, I had a very much a toxic liver and a lot of stuff stored in the gallbladder. So while and that caused all sorts of things going on in other organs. Yet by the time I realized this and I started going within and using my own internal energy to repair that tissue and remove the toxins, then my body just went, hey, less work to do, more energy, and regenerated the liver. Then hang on, whole body has got a bucket load more energy. And hey, don't we all want abundant energy? I know I certainly do. And job done. We're always looking for more. So if there's a redness, you know, there's a skin blemish, or, you know, a spot on the body that's got some sort of rash, then that's an excess of pitta. The fire element is a little bit too much. There's a little bit too much inflammation in that particular area. And it can manifest itself right in that particular area, but it usually goes go somewhere else that's away from the tissues, because the organs and the tissues are vital, vital organs. So let's move the problems further away so we can deal with that a little bit easier using less energy. Pitta, like for me, I used to have, because of my liver and gallbladder and spleen were improved since then there'd be a redness. I'd have skin disorders, I'd have eczema and psoriasis, and lots of fiery things that would pop up. And then if you look around, you look at the meridian lines that are both used in Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine, we can find that meridian line, there's that organ that's attached to that line, and then we can really focus on that and remove the inflammation from it. Painful, if that's joints usually, but if even an organ sometimes, if that's a vata aspect. So if you've got, say, creaky joints in your elbows, then we've got a little bit of excess air or excess toxins in that particular spot, and that pain is the sign of a vata. So generally means the prana or the nervous system is not getting enough relaxation and enough messages there and back to, for full function. If there's something swollen, it's kapha. Anything that's, I'm going to come out and say it, is like, we call it fat. Like, it's not. Complete BS, as often is. It's simply an excess of mucus plaque that it's probably got a lot of air behind it too, that's a little bit, not as attractive as we would prefer. And if we've got a bit of bloating here from both air, and that pushes mucus plaque out, well then it's going to look fat. But really it's just a term that we use in the West it's really a victim term, really, and then we can use it, I've got this, you've got, it's not helpful. It's simply mucus plaque and air that's trapped. Let's get rid of it. It's easy enough. And what's the biggest problem? Well, the biggest problem in the person's body, and therefore especially in the Western world, is busyness. Let's break up this word into busy and ness. Seems easy, right? When you look at it straight from the word, you don't need to make all this big story. Busyness. What does busyness cause? Well, it causes the prana and the vata to just buzz around, going everywhere, not really aligned energetically. And if our whole body's buzzing around, then that's 98% subconscious mind, how can we focus and actually do our slow practices and our spiritual energy building unless we have some sort of calm and centered? And this is why in Ayurveda, meditation practice and different meditation techniques to balance that air and the nervous system is part of a holistic lifestyle, and really makes big differences, especially with people for vata imbalances. And remembering that those vata imbalances can be anywhere in the body that has stored air that's trapped somewhere. What else does busyness cause? Well, if there's a bit of mucus plaque, then the body doesn't have enough time to send some tejas there to attack and get rid of it. So therefore it's just stored in one particular area, and it'll expand and expand until action is taken, and hopefully that person realizes quickly enough before it causes anything else. And on pitta, well, if we've got lots of fire and we're always on the go, we don't have a chance to rest and relax and recover and allow the body to go through its processes, then we just get more redness and more inflammation, and more things pop up that are signs of pitta. And they can be in different parts of the body, and if there's a little bit too much fire here, fire there, there's too much tejas going around. So ideally we want to make these and balanced as minimal as possible, because then we're not using as much energy, and when we're not using it, it naturally builds. All right. Seems simple, but to come to balance is a few things we could, like to do and make a few adjustments in diet and lifestyle and strategies to come back to having maximum vitality, because then we can just get rid of more stuff, and then we just want to be more efficient